And he recovered well, went to turns, and got a win to move on to the round of 16. Time for a new heat. John Florence, currently number 10 in the world. Two-time world champ takes on Ryan Callinan. Getting started with Florence. Big backside vertical whip. Carves onto the open face that's disappearing quickly under his feet. So now taking on the non-priority part of his heat. John, I feel like loves this format for that reason. He loves having a lot of time.
Would you like to say something to your fans here in Portugal that are tuning in around the country?
Yeah, sure. Muito obrigado a todos pelo apoio. Vocês são incríveis. É bom estar de volta a casa e bora com isso.
Well then, back to you.
Big heats besides his finals. Also made finals day at Karamas, where that backhand was continued to be celebrated. And making the pit down the beach. Another incredible ride. First thing in the morning.
Did break his board. Here's another look at John Florence completely disappearing. Where is he? Who is he? Who's in the barrel? It's John coming out.
I just love this takeoff where he steps up onto his feet and just pulls straight up and under.
Look at that high line that he takes, and that's part of his success is that he doesn't even get to the bottom of the wave.
And yeah, you kind of thought that would happen at some point for all the water that he's been wearing on the head in those closeouts and even just getting back into the water. Alley-oop flying away is Ryan Callinan. So he's just trying to warm himself up here against John. Ethan Ewing has had an interesting road on the championship tour. He's always been a favorite with his style. When he was a rookie, he had big nines and sometimes a one next to it. But he doesn't have priority. John will take the rest of this wave. And now hammers the finishing section. John Florence, well aware of the situation, holding priority over Ryan Callinan.
That was your competition helmet on firmly for John Florence. He saw that Ryan Callinan, without priority, had maybe probably an easy make right here, and he says, "Nah, you're not going to get that exit. I'm taking away from you because I got priority." And a stylish and really well-surfed block, but a block nonetheless.
And that's where that competitive fire shows for John Florence. You know, he's not taking that wave if he's not competitive. You know, he's here to win at all costs.
Down here with Mitch Ross. Mitch, we saw Ethan's board break, and he's got a big requirement on the scoreboard. What's going through your mind right now?
Well, he's actually on a wave now.
Jackson, the rookie on tour, will take on Seth Moniz shortly. Under the hood and getting spit out here, Ryan Callinan throwing down the roundhouse cutback. I had to step off on the block from John. He had tried a couple of aerial kickouts. Really
does a good job, does a double hand drag to slow down. Nice control in the barrel. Comes out, he's got a ton of speed. Gets way out on the shoulder here, grabs a rail. But this is just your roundhouse that feels really good with that rebound. But it's not as dynamic as, say, there was a closeout section.
So true, yeah. We've had to go on hold through the lower tides the last couple of days as we look at Ryan Callinan driving, moving quickly to make that tube. He'll get credit for that effort as he's chasing a 4.45 for the leadoff John.
Gets a couple pumps there to accelerate his board. Has to get really compressed. Stays on his toes. Really keeping that rail in the water for that completion. Shows that he made it before he ducks out.
And you're looking at live action here. John Florence in the tube. Comes out with a ton of speed. And gets that beautiful open carve. Big hoots from the crowd. Myself, Paul Evans, in the studio, joined by Strider Wasilewski. It's hollow out there, mate. It's fast and it's sort of semi-furious too.
Tubes here. John, under the hood. This is what he loves. You know, he looks like he's in comfortable, familiar ground out here, looking like he's having a ball out there at the moment.
Let's stick with live for now. We'll see Florence on the backhand.
Yeah, you know, even though it's not conducive to water.
And here goes John. Gets a pump backhand. And that one will also run away from him. Some good travel time from him.
That was a rare moment for John, not coming out of a backhand barrel. Huh? We're so used to him exiting. I think that he is one of the best tube riders in the world, if not the best.
Busy as a bee, a little smaller one for him. And nevertheless, he'll swing around. It's crisp work on the figure eight. He'll go down on the rebound. A smaller tube for him. Don't know if he'll threaten his top too much. That 4-5 is the backup.
You wouldn't like?
11th wave for him, this one.
I just like, you know, threading the needle, beautiful tube, comes into the section and just bangs it away. So, you know, watch him hold the wall at the beginning to slow himself just down enough, and then he comes flying through the section. As the oncoming comes, he lays into that tail, but look, he grabs the wall right in the beginning to slow himself down, right? Then he lets go and does a little pump to make sure that he has enough speed to glide through, just in case that little foam ball tries to catch him. And then the layback jam, where he comes off the tail into the lip, all the weight's back, and then he moves it forward to come through the maneuver.
And the morning from Ryan Callinan might deteriorate somewhat when this score gets read out. Let's see what we got as we're watching Ryan. He'll go the pig dog through a sort of throaty section, and he'll come out and go a little lip line maneuver. So Ryan trying to come back at John Florence, and he's going to need more of that energy. 7-4-3 in for John.
You know, Ryan doing a great job grabbing the rail, hand on the wall for the gauge to see how, you know, far away from the wall he is there, staying under the hood, trying to get a little bit of action off the end, but the wave kind of let him down a bit on the end of that, because there wasn't a lot. It was a messy wall.
Priority is with Florence, though, and he's going to use it here. He'll go left on a smaller wave. Here's some speed. What's he going to do with it? He's looking for a section, and he'll go into a backhand rotation. Almost a slightly, I'm not going to say a lazy feel to that, but never really pushing and committing too much.
He needs to put himself in a better position on the leaderboard.
John Florence taking down Ryan Callinan. He'll go through to the round of 16, so nice tube time for him this morning. A chilly morning. Waves looking really nice.